around 10 o'clock on a Friday, the 27th of December 1996. I spoke to my neighbor who was also an electrician to follow me and assess a particular fridge, fairly used, that I needed to buy at 12,000 naira. Remember 1986? 12,000 naira for a fridge? The fridge was as tall as I was. It had two compartments, the freezer on top and the fridge below. But something happened. When we got there, I introduced my assessor, and he betrayed the trust. He asked the fridge owner to open the windows, the doors. I understand, I know you possibly would have understood what I meant by the windows. There's certain accessories. And this man was asking, open that, open this. This one is broken. And the man says, sir, you don't have to lay emphasis on the accessory. You should check the compressor. Compressor? Yes, compressor. My name is Christian Matthew. I'd like to discuss about the basis for our choice of marriage partner. I cited the example of my assessor that day because it was a wrong person and it was a wrong premise. He laid emphasis on accessory, not on the compressor. And that man told me that I brought the wrong person because he didn't know what he was looking for. Likewise, in choice of marriage partner, a lot of gentlemen, a lot of young ladies do not know what they look for. So will tell you, the moment I saw him or her, how what everything. I say, love at first sight. Packaging. What has caused a lot of problem for that person is the packaging. That is a false life. It is not whom that person is. Do you call it make believe? It's a sham make believe. Sometimes you think about money and you premise on it. Money doesn't answer all things. There are several people who have money who cannot explain the source of such money. A wise person wants to think about the source, and that is why a reasonable lady will say, do you have something you are doing? Do you have anything that can make you a living? Did you learn any trade? All right. Did you school? Do you have any certificate? That man might not have money at that time, but he has something that will make money. Unlike somebody who has money but does not have something that can sustain it. Accessory. We lay emphasis on accessory. We don't project enough. There are several people with money who don't have character. Now the question is, what do you think is really the thing, the premise, the quality you look for in a wife or in a husband? What are the wife material? What are the husband material you look for in a lady and in a gentleman? Is money a wife material? How about character? Will he be faithful to you? Is he or she truthful, honest, sincere, humble? Resilience. It's not just to say, oh, he's knowledgeable, and you are talking about intelligent quotient. Intelligent quotient alone cannot make a good husband or a good wife. You need some other quotient. You need social quotient. Is he sociable? Emotional quotient. Does he have feelings of others? Will he treat you as human being equal? Or will he or she look down on you? If someone has a lot of money but looks down on you, how do you feel? Would it not cause some low self-esteem for you? Money without character. But how do you know all this? How can you know it? How? Why is it that we have written off people just because of what we see them in the now? Husbands, you are married. How do you quantify your wives? How do you respect them? Because of what they are doing now, have you written them off? That nothing good can happen to them just because they did not have specific education or they do not have certain opportunity? Do you ever think so? When I hear spouses look down on their partners, I get worried because I ask them, why did you look down on that person? Is it only money that makes a husband, or only money that makes a wife? Only position makes a wife? No, we have gotten it wrong. This person is wise. This person is intelligent. This person is faithful, is honest. Oh, are there not people who are very rich but they are very promiscuous? Not honest, not faithful to their vows? Oh, but they have money. But that person you do not respect, that woman you don't respect, is not promiscuous. How do you quantify that? How much do you pay for faithfulness? That you can walk tall anywhere and somebody will not point at her and say, can you see that lady going there? She's promiscuous. How much do you pay for honesty? How much do you pay for good character? You just say everything is money. Everything is not money. Money does not handle all that happens in relationship, in marriage. If you ever look down on your wife, please respect her for certain qualities you did not see. Sooner or later, somebody else might see such qualities and admire her. It is not just money that makes a husband. No. Respect your husband because he has something which money cannot buy. Now, we're going to learn about that. Now, why do you think that your partner cannot rise again? The position you had today, can you flash back 20 years? Could you ever imagine you could be in this position? Now, fast forward. Can you ever imagine that you can be that person you say can never grow up, somebody you look down on? If you fast forward 10 months, 2 years to come, can you ever imagine what that person can become? can be great. It means your partner could be great. The rest is not on the street. No battle to the strong. Riches is not just because you acquire certificate or education or certain knowledge. No. Find out the height, the level of your wealth is not as a result of the number of certificates you have acquired. No. There's something in that person. Don't look down. Project. Let us all see with the eye of the Lord. There's something I call a deposit in the inside of that person that we have not been able to see. Yes. And that is why Jesus said that I am not one of you that judge by appearance. He said, do the right judgment. Be objective. Assess this person correctly. And don't judge him or her by her appearance or by the state he or she is now. Whatever situation that person is passing through does not define him or her. And the Bible says there's hope for a tree cut down. Because when it rains on it, when rain falls on it, it will grow up again. It will bud. And what a fresh leaf. Can you ever imagine this great king in Israel? David. David was actually abandoned. It was God that saw something in his heart. Every other person, in fact, our dear prophet Samuel was thinking about the height, was thinking about the stature, but God said, no, do not look at the stature. Don't look about the height. Don't look about how handsome. Don't look about how huge. That's just for the now. He said, I am looking at the heart, I'm not looking at the appearance. Because he has a deposit, he has certain quality which men do not see, but God will see. What is that thing in that person you have looked down on? He has something, she has something. A young lady, that person came to you, say, I want to have ask your hand in marriage. I said, what do you have? You look down on him. And gentlemen, peradventure the Lord spoke to you to talk to a lady, said, can any good thing come out of Israel? And this lady, no, it's not possible. Who told you? It is not only by the height or stature, good voice, good spoken English, family background, good education, good profession. It is not all that alone that makes a good wife or a good husband or a good home. But I can assure you of something. Those can give you a good house, good car. Sometimes they give you happiness. Do not misunderstand me. They will give you a good house, good cars, and happiness. I've been in counseling for a few years. I have learned the difference between a house and a home. Such could never give you a good home. I don't know whether you have witnessed people that put on air conditioner and yet they are sweating from the inside. They are not sick. It is very traumatic. They don't have peace of mind. When I say something could give you happiness, it could give you You are happy and see people around you say, yeah, meet my husband, meet my wife. And everybody say, hey, great. But you know that you only have happiness, you don't have joy. Why don't you seek joy? Why don't you seek home rather than just a house or happiness? And how do you do that? Premise. Premise. Your premise. What are your reasons? What are the things you look for in a man, in a woman, to build a strong, formidable relationship? If you go out there to look for fake or inferior materials, flashy materials that cannot last, it will crumble. And you have to start all over again. That is why we see a lot of single fathers, single parents, single mothers, and all that. Singles. That's why we see a lot of separation and a lot of divorce, because the foundation was destroyed. Let us think about the foundation. Well, I want to leave you with a verse of the scriptures. The Bible says in the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 9. Heart has not seen, ear has not heard, neither has it come to the heart of anyone what the Lord had prepared for those that love him. In that man, no eye has seen. In that woman, no eyes has ever seen what the Lord had prepared. No ears have ever heard. All those information you heard about that person, about certificate, about not having money, about not strong, hey, those are the things you have heard. What about the ones you have not heard? You are a witness that a few years back, you were not this position. You never even imagined you could be this position. But you are here now. What made you think that that person cannot come in a particular position? You know why? I don't know why. I also know that our God decides to deposit some things anywhere he wants it, and at the time he needs it, he will make it to manifest. You see, the Bible says God declares the end from the beginning. He knows the exact time he will bring forth what he had deposited in that man, in that woman. I am saying that you want to make choice of marriage partner, please don't look at the now, look at the future. If you concentrate on the past, you might miss it. If you lay all your emphasis on the present, you might miss it. Endeavor to look outside of the box and think about the future. Are you married? Something is not going well in your relationship. You only concentrate on money. Money does not answer all things. Consider spirituality. Consider honesty. Consider faithfulness. Consider the character. Can you sleep and close your two eyes with this person? But that other person you are thinking elsewhere, can you do the same thing with him or her? Please, your wife is your wife, your husband is your husband. Come and build together. The Bible says, so build with the wall, because the people have a mind to work. Please, have a mind to build with whom you have. Stolen water, they say it's very sweet, but if you are caught, you are a thief. So stay with your wife, stay with your husband, spend time with each other. That is what I am thinking of sharing with us today. Your premise, your thought, your basis. Don't be like that, my friend, who had to check the accessories instead of checking the compressor. What is the compressor for your relationship? Apparently, it is not money. Wealth, the Bible says, wealth has wings. It can fly anytime. Think about that. God bless you.